Good afternoon, everybody. This has officially turned into upgrade season for motorcycles. People in the north that can't ride year-round, when the weather gets crappy, this is what I call upgrade season. It's where you strip the bikes down and do upgrades to them, whatever you want to do. This particular year, we don't have a whole lot of upgrades we're doing. Right now I have my wife's bike on the lift, and the only upgrade we're doing to this bike is I bought her some shocks. I ended up getting her, what are those? Burley Slammer shocks is what they are. Because she is vertically challenged, she needed her bike lowered an inch. So we had stock shocks on there with the 1-inch lowering blocks, and height-wise, that's fine for her. It's not a good ride. So she was mentioning that she wanted to upgrade her shocks to, just shorter shocks and get rid of the lowering blocks and everything. And for Christmas, I bought her a new set of shocks. We were able to get her bike washed and on the lift the other day, and I put the new shocks on it for her. It's probably going to take a little bit adjusting them and trying to get the ride right for her, but I wanted to get them on there. While her bike's on the lift, we need to service it. We need to oil change. All 3 holes need to be changed. New plugs, new air cleaner. We kind of go through the entire bike with a fine-tooth comb because we have our February Florida trip coming up in February. So that's about a month away, and we're going to be leaving to go down there. I always like to go through the bikes and do tip-top service on the whole bike before we leave. That way we have no issues while we're down there. And as far as my bike, I don't have any upgrades I'm going to do to it. I might tinker with the stereo maybe a little bit, but other than that, it's just going to get oil change done to it, new spark plugs, new air cleaner, and service it. That's pretty much it. Typically what we do is we trade bikes in every other year. Like every other year I get a new bike, every other year my wife gets a new bike. So like every year we're getting a new bike, whether it's mine or hers. And we normally get rid of them once they hit about 50,000 miles on them. This particular year happens to be my year to get a new bike. But I got to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to do it. I have not hit the 50,000 mile mark. We didn't get as much riding in this past year as normally we do. Normally it's like July, August, September is when we do the most riding. And with my oldest son's accident that happened in July, that kind of slowed us down for riding a little bit. Just doing some running around and taking care of things. So I think I might just keep my bike another year, but we'll see. I mean, who knows? When we're in Florida, like I bought that bike, would have been 2 years. This coming February would have been 2 years ago. I bought that bike down in Atlanta, Georgia on our way back from Florida, and I got such a good deal on it. I was one of those you're dumb not to buy it type of thing, so that's why I bought it. If I fall into a good deal while we're in Florida in February, then yeah, I'll trade it in and buy a new one, but I'm not actively looking, I guess, for a new bike. But we'll see. Oh, I do got to show you this. I just bought this with some Christmas money that I got. I was talking to the wife, and in the evenings when I come home and I come out to tinker on the motorcycles or whatever a little bit, I don't want to spend the time getting a fire going and heating the place up and tending to the fire and to only be out here for an hour or two tinkering with motorcycles. So I told her I want to get like a heater, like a propane heater that I can just turn on and off. So I bought this little doohickey. It goes on top of a propane tank, and it heats 360 degrees, and supposedly it heats 1,000 square feet. Well, considering my little garage here that I work on motorcycles is only 300 square feet, it should do relatively good. And it's not like I have great insulation. I mean, you can see I have like 1-inch styrofoam in the ceilings, and most of the walls don't even have insulation in them. Some of them do around here, but it's not insulated real well in here. So I'm hoping this thing does a good job, but I got it on Amazon. I'll show you the box. I figure for $69, we're going to see how well it does. I literally just got it and hooked it up and turned it on. So, and it's putting out some heat, and it's on low right now. So we're going to see how well it does. And I have been asked this question a couple times. My wife's bike, hang on a minute. Let me see if this is important. Nope. Potential spam. Anyway, my wife's bike is a 2022, right? Yes. Her bike's a 2022 Street Glide Special. And she had a 2020 Street Glide Special in Performance Orange. Absolutely loved that color. She said that was her favorite color on a motorcycle. She was not going to get another bike unless she could find another Performance Orange motorcycle. So what I did was I convinced her to buy a blacked out black Street Glide Special 22, and I promised that I would have it painted Performance Orange. And that's what I did. Last year we painted this bike. I stripped this bike completely down, and took all the tins in and had it painted Performance Orange. The one thing that I told everybody I wanted to do is I wanted to look factory. I didn't want special graphics on it, nothing. I wanted it to look like it was a bought off the showroom floor Performance Orange motorcycle. So this is what we ended up with. The only thing we did add to this bike when I had it torn down was I added the saddlebag guards. Boy, that's a tongue twister when you're saying it fast. And we went and got her the CVO seat with the orange stitching in it. And now we're adding aftermarket shocks. She does have an aftermarket radio in it, but that's because we put aftermarket radios in all our bikes, because, you know, we want everybody to hear our radio. But she's very happy with this motorcycle. We did put bars on it. She's got the 10-inch meat hooks on it. She does have the fat sissy bar for the back of it. She had this sissy bar on her last bike, so we kept it and put it on the new bike for her. Naturally, we put exhaust on it because, you know, every Harley rider does. And then we just added a few touches, like the Farming Biker thumb screw. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There it is. We put the Farming Biker thumb screw on it. We added the Farming Biker to the saddlebag lids. She has Farming Biker on her windshield. And then we added the shifter linkage, Farming Biker shifter linkage. It's basically everything that I have on my bike. I have the shifter linkage as well. I have the windshield decal. I have the saddlebag insert The only difference is on my tour pack, and because I'm close to the garage, you probably won't be able to see it, but I've got Farming Biker across the back of my tour pack. That's basically the only difference letter-wise between the bikes. We did put the LED brake lights and turn signals on her bike, but for the most part, I did add heated grips to it for her. But other than that, it's pretty much a stock bike, and she's very happy with it. We'll see how happy she is with the ride of it. With these new shocks, I have a feeling while we're down in Florida, we're going to be stopping a couple times just to adjust some shocks, but that is to be expected, I guess. Another thing I want to do to her bike while it's on the lift is I want to ceramic coat it. I ceramic coat my bike once a year, and then just kind of maintain it throughout the year. And I want to do the same for her bike. I want to ceramic coat it as well, and then that way we can maintain it through the year. Alright, I've been on the phone with the wife, so I've been kind of walking around wiping the bike down. Well, I noticed it's getting warmer and warmer in here, and I just have that little heater on low is all I've got it on, and it is about 70 degrees in here. I'm impressed with that little heater. That thing's nice. I might buy another one just to have two. Take one to the farm. Alright, I think I'm going to end the video here. The wife just got home from work, so I'm going to shut the heater off. We'll probably go to dinner and do something like that. This weekend's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day weekend, so it's a long weekend. I will definitely be coming out here to service this bike this weekend so I can get it off the lift to get my bike on there. So we'll just do another video. We'll do an oil change on this or something. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you in the next one.